What are all the different types of deres in anime? Well, today I will tell you. Welcome to the different types of deres in anime. First, we have the Bakadere, a character who is silly or dumb, essentially an idiot. The examples I found for this are Maka from Kill la Kill, and most shonen protagonists, not any, like Luffy, Goku, Natsu, Naruto. Those are the examples I have. Next, we have the Bocchandere. It's a spoiled character who thinks they're better than everyone. The example I found for this is Vegeta from Dragon Ball. Next, we have the Byoukidere, a character who is kind and sweet, but has some kind of illness or disease. The characters I found for this are Yuki from SAO and Nanelli from Code Geass. Next, we have Dandere, who is a shy or an antisocial character, but more around the ones they love, like Hiyori from Heaven's Lost Property or Hinata from Naruto. Next, we have a Darudere, a character who is lazy, but will do anything for the ones they love and care about, but they won't really want to show it. They'll typically say things like, that's a pain, I don't want to do that. The characters I've found for this are Gintoki from Gintama and Rui from Domestic Girlfriend. Next, we have the Deredere, a character who is sweet, energetic. The characters I've found for this are Patty from Soul Eater and Ed from Cowboy Bebop. Next, we have the Dorodere, a character who is sweet on the outside, but a little crazy and messed up on the inside. Two characters I found for this that fit this are Toga from My Hero Academia and Luck from Black Clover. Next is a Himedere, a character who wants to be treated like and or surrounds themselves with people who treat them like a princess or a queen. The characters I found for this are Arena from Food Wars and Senna from Haganai. Next we have the Hinedere, a character who has a negative view on the world, and they are usually very sarcastic and critical of others. The characters I found for this are Naota from Fully Cooley and Naofumi from The Rising of the Shield Hero. Then we have a Kamidere, a character who has a god complex essentially. That'll be like Light from Death Note, or most antagonists being like Dio, Frieza, Griffith, Madara. Next we have a Kanedere, a character who only cares about money. That's like Nami from One Piece or Morgana from Medaka Box. Next we have a Kekkondere, character who decides they want to get married immediately when they find someone they like or have a lot in common with. That's going to be like Juvia from Fairy Tail or any character from Monster Musume. Next we have a Kuudere, the cool, caring, and calm characters. These will be like Akame from Akame ga Kill or Eyes from Danmachi. Next we have a Masodere, characters who love causing pain and receiving it. That's going to be like Andre from Prison School. Then we have the Mayadere, a character who starts off as a villain, but switches sides as soon as they fall in love. That's going to be like Hancock from One Piece or Seraphim from Is This a Zombie? Next we have a Megadere, which is essentially a fangirl or fanboy. Typically they love who they're fanboying or fangirling over. In this case we have Diane from Seven Deadly Sins and Kondo from Gintama. Next we have a Nemuidere, a character who is very lazy or sleeps a lot. They can also be neats. That's typically how you can find them. This is going to be Gabriel from Gabriel Dropout or Dorothy from Black Clover. Next we have a Nyandere, a character with cat-like traits, or they'll say like nyan in every sentence. That's going to be Konako from High School DxD or like Hanekawa from the Monogatari series. Next we have an Oujidere, a character who wants to be treated like and or surrounds themselves with people who treat them like a prince or a king. The example I have is Lelouch from Code Geass. Next we have an Oujodere, a character who is very ladylike. That's going to be like Captain Unohana from Bleach or Belldandy from Ah My Goddess. Next we have Sadodere, a sadistic character who likes to toy with other characters physically and mentally. The example I have is Kurumi from Date Alive. Next we have a Shundere, which is a sad and depressed character that hides it. That's going to be like Lamia from Beelzebub. Next we have a Teasedere, a character who likes to tease a lot. It's pretty self-explanatory. Characters I found are Akano from High School DxD and Bulma from Dragon Ball. Next we have a Thugdere, a character who acts like a thug or a gang member on the outside, but they're very kind on the inside. That's like Oga from Beelzebub. Next we have a Tsundere, probably the most common, which is a character who is hostile, typically to the ones they love, but not all the time. Usually saying things like baka or idiot. That's going to be like Asuka from Evangelion or Taiga from Toradora. Next we have an Undere, a character who always says yes to the ones they love. It's going to be like Albedo from Overlord or Raftalia from The Rising of the Shield Hero. Next we have an Utsudere, a character depressed on a regular basis. The examples I found for this are Krona from Soul Eater or Sato from Welcome to the NHK. Next we have a Nyandere, a character who is sweet on the outside but can change very quickly, essentially insane, and they'll murder for the ones they want, and they don't handle rejection very well. The example I have for this is Yuno Gasai from Mirai Nikki. And finally, we have a Yottadere, a character who is constantly drunk. The example here being Kana from Fairy Tail. And those are all the different deres in anime. I hope you all enjoyed.